Welcome back to the Electrotec Stage 1 video manual. In this video, we'll show you how to use Stage 1 as a SKAA receiver so that you can send audio to it with any SKAA transmitter. There are many advantages to using SKAA over Bluetooth, and we'll talk about many of these advantages in this video. So why use SKAA over Bluetooth? Well, one, you get higher fidelity audio than Bluetooth. Bluetooth was famously not made for audio, whereas SKAA was tailor-made for wireless audio applications. Two, you're typically going to get better range with SKAA and, more importantly, a stable, reliable connection at long distances. With Stage 1's Bluetooth, you can get up to a 150-foot range, that's roughly 46 meters, if your speaker is directly in your line of sight and there's no interference. That's actually quite impressive for a Bluetooth connection when compared to other speakers on the market. This is also heavily dependent upon the device you are playing audio from itself. With a SKAA Pro transmitter like Dillinger Labs' Danny, this can be extended up to a 50-meter reliable range. This is especially important if you're using Stage 1 for pro audio applications where you need the connection to be rock solid. 3. With SKAA transmitters, you can send audio to up to 4 simultaneous receivers. Most phones can only send audio to one Bluetooth speaker at a time, although some phones and devices have the option for up to 2 speakers. And 4. SKAA offers lower latency latency than Bluetooth. With Bluetooth, you can get up to 200 milliseconds of latency, and the latency is not fixed. So this can cause phase and time alignment issues when using multiple speakers in Bluetooth mode, whereas you'll get 36 milliseconds of fixed latency with a SKAA transmitter and 19 milliseconds of fixed latency with a SKAA Pro transmitter. This means that all Stage 1 speakers bonded to a SKAA transmitter will play audio at precisely the same time. Fixed low latency is key if you're using Stage 1 for professional applications like DJing, playing live music, karaoke, parties, or speaking events. SKAA transmitters come in many shapes, sizes, and applications. If you need a mini transmitter for your phone, tablet, or computer, you can use Cassandra for USB-C, Ursula for USB-A, or Diz for Lightning. SKAA also offers a 3.5mm analog audio transmitter called Akiko, and a Toslink and SPDIF transmitter called Talissa. If you need a long-range transmitter with an IP67 rating for outdoor or marine applications, Wetsound's A-Link Plus is a great option. And if you need to hook up pro audio equipment like a DJ deck or mixer, you can use the Dillinger Labs' Danny, which can accept any balanced TRS or unbalanced TS audio cable. To get started, power on Stage 1 and tap the power button to switch to SKAA mode. Above the aux section, you'll see a SKAA Pro logo, the SKAA Bond Button, and the Bond indicator. Power on your SKAA transmitter and play some music. Here I'm using Cassandra in my iPhone. Stage 1 should automatically bond to your SKAA transmitter and start playing audio. You'll know the speaker has bonded when you see a bright amber LED. If you see a dim amber color, this means that Stage 1 has not bonded to a transmitter and is awaiting signal from an active transmitter in range. If it doesn't automatically bond to your transmitter or it bonds to the wrong transmitter, double tap the bond button to explore for a new transmitter. Once you see a bright amber color, it's bonded, and then you can press and hold the bond button for a few seconds to save that transmitter to Stage 1's green list. Additionally, if you stay bonded to a transmitter for 30 minutes, the speaker will automatically green list that transmitter. The green list is a favorites list that allows you to save up to 10 of your favorite transmitters. So right now, I just have the one Cassandra in my iPhone green listed. But if I bring in another transmitter plugged into my iPad, for example, I can play audio from this source and then double tap the bond button again to explore for and bond to this new transmitter. Then I can press and hold the bond button again to save this transmitter as well. Now I have 2 transmitters saved to my green list. I can switch between them by tapping the bond button once. You can repeat this process for up to 10 total transmitters. You can also use the bond button to mute Stage 1. Tap the bond button 3 times to mute the speaker, and then tap 3 times again to unmute. This bond button mute feature will work in all 4 modes on Stage 1, even if you're not using a SKAA transmitter. And if you need to clear out your green list and start from scratch, tap the bond button 6 times to perform a factory reset. your entire green list will be forgotten and you can start over. Let's go ahead and just add one transmitter back to the green list. It's important to know that the green list is not only a way to save favorites, but it also makes sure that anytime you power down stage 1 or power down the transmitter and then power them back on again, stage 1 will automatically rebond to your green listed transmitter that is selected. So you can set up your green list once and never worry about it again. And another great thing about bonding to a SKAA transmitter is that the bond is established with the transmitter itself, not the device you're playing audio from. So you can move your transmitter to a different device and still play audio without needing to repair devices like you'd have to do with Bluetooth. And remember, you can have up to 4 simultaneous SKAA receivers bonded to any SKAA transmitter. So if you have 2, 3, or 4 stage 1s, simply power them on, put them in SKAA mode. They should automatically bond, and then press and hold the bond button to green list. Stack up your stage 1s for even more power, or put them on speaker poles to get them up off the ground. You can also create a stereo pair. Find the output section on the back of stage 1 and set one speaker to the left channel only and the other speaker to the right channel only. Or if you prefer working in mono, you can set both speakers to mono and they'll both sum together the left and right channels. Continue on through the rest of this playlist and subscribe to the SKAAsound YouTube channel to learn how to use all of the features and functions on your stage 1 speaker. To learn more about SKAA and all of our SKAA transmitters and receivers, head over to SKAA.com or SKAAstore.com. To learn more about stage 1 and Electrotec, head over to ElectrotecAudio.com. Thanks for watching.